Hi, my name is Shashank Induri and today I am going to demo the assignment for part 2 for CSC 480. And this is an implementation for simple recommender system using K nearest neighbors approach. And let me run the uh, program, and as it takes some time, let me walk through the examples or the implementation. And this is just for loading the purpose, and these two loops are just to arranging the data into a data frames by each of the row and columns as the book ratings. And this is the main one of the important function Pearson correlation. It takes two instances and calculates the similarity. And here I am ignoring the non-overlapped rows and just considering the overlapping and calculating the average and applying the Pearson formula and returning the result or the similarity between them. And this is the K nearest neighbors where it takes the test instance and the user rating matrix users and the K value. It iterates over each of the user, calculates the Pearson correlation, stores in this data frame, and finally it sorts the from the descending order and returns that K nearest neighbors to them. And this is an other method for predicate rating where it takes the test an item to be predicate, and this is a user matrix and the K, and this is filter is used for the extra credit purpose. And technically what I am doing here is I am dropping the column that has item in it because it should not be considered for while we are calculating predict Pearson correlation. And you got all the KNN neighbors, and for each of them I'm just checking if it is already rated or not, or the similarity is greater than 0. Then I'm just calculating the accumulate sum and applying the predictor rating formula to that. If none of them has been matched, then I'm calculating the mean on all of the users item. And this is the recommender system where it takes the user, the number of recommendations, K, and the user matrix and the labels of them. It iterates over each of the item and it considers only the items that are not rated, calculates the predictor rating, uh, stores in a data frame and sorts them and returns the based on number of recommendations. And this is an absolute error where it will actually take the test matrix, user matrix on each of the test matrix, and the items that are already rated, it will calculate the predicted rating, compare them and finds the absolute difference and finally returns the mean of all the MAE values. And this is another helper method for the extra credit purpose. It takes all the items, it will filters and does the same operation. And these are all the testing purposes, and let me show you one by one. And this is first one where for user 30 10 nearest neighbors, it shows to the users that are nearest and the similarities between them, same as for the user 39. And for user 35 here, it has predicted the rating as 3, and similar for user 39 it predicted the rating for 2. And these are all the top 3 recommendation for user 35 with K equal 20. And for 36 it has only 2 unrated things, that's why it returned 2 even though it is 3. And it is the mean absolute error for K equal to 5 and 1.2229. And this is where it will actually for each of the K to find the optimal K, it generated this graph. And here you can see the optimal is kind of 6 and it is taking some time. This is my pre-run result. And I also done some implementation on joke recommender system. I am using the same functions and I am just loading the information. And here this is, I just commented up, but this is the main logic to generate each of the MAE values for each of the user test and on the range of 5 to 50 to calculate the optimal value. And here I am just choosing the random 20% of all the rated and remaining 80% are considered for calculation the predicting. And this is for by using the optimal value here, K equal to 45 is the optimal value I got. And this is basically by using that I am recommending the jokes for 3 test users, and I'm going to show you the results here. This is the graph I have got when I ran this joke recommender system over 100 users, test users over the K equal 5 to 50. And you can see here it is well down, and the minimum value I got is 3.58 and the K value is 45. And I have recommended, this is a sample intermediate results while testing that MAE values of each test user and overall for each of them for K. And this is the results for top 3 recommendation using the optimal K value. And this is the test for 3 users. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity.